Welcome back, writers. I'm excited that today we get to talk about you and less about me. We get to think about the idea of how important it is to know where you're currently at in your writing life. Because we all should have a writing life. Our writing life is just how often we're writing, what we're writing in, and most importantly, how quality our writing is right now. As writers, we should always be trying to grow. I know myself, even though I've been writing for a long time, I'm always trying to get better. And that's my hope for you today, that we can figure out where you're at so that we know when you've gotten better. Let's check it out. So today in your writing, I need you to really focus on writing a narrative story. So that means, say if we're thinking of realistic fiction or a personal narrative, something that could happen in real life. If you're writing a personal narrative, then it's a true story that happened to you, and we want to hear it from your perspective. If you're writing realistic fiction, we want to think about things that could happen in real life, and often it's best to consider something that's happened to us. So in some ways, you're still going to be doing some thinking about moments that have happened to you. And by moments, I mean small moments. Okay, so not surprisingly, the first place you need to start with your story is the beginning. As in, we just need to get started. You've got to put words on paper. Don't worry about the words that you put down first. They're probably the wrong words. But because today we are not focused on writing a perfect paper, we're focused on writing a story, I just need you to get those words down. A lot of the times in the beginnings of our story, we're introducing the setting and the most important characters. And if we're really trying to reach for the stars, we're probably introducing the problem to come. Or something that our main character will have to... I just said overcome. I don't really want to say that word again, but get past, work through. It's a challenge for them, okay? That might be something we're hinting at in the beginning. Now, as your story is going along, it's going to be important that you use transition words and phrases. The reason why is, if you go from one scene that's 5 hours ago and just go to another paragraph and that's it, it's going to be confusing for the reader. So make sure that you really pay attention to if you're jumping forward or backward in time, or the scene/setting changes around your character. Those are really important times to think about the words you're using to help explain that to the reader, which in this case would be me. Okay. The next thing you should think about is elaboration. That is a big word. Some of you may have heard of it, and some of you may not have, and that's okay. When we elaborate, we tell more. We tell more in a way that allows me to see the story. And therefore, hopefully, it helps the reader to see the story too. So that could be really descriptive word choice and figurative language, if you're thinking about how you could tell more and elaborate. As you're writing, I need you to really think about what your story is about, as in really what your story is about. Is it about that one time you went to the hospital because you hurt your knee? Or is it about the person that was there for you, the person that got you to the hospital, the person that helped you feel good about everything that was going on, even though it was a really scary time? That's what your story is really about, and I want you to be thinking about that as you're writing your story today. Finally, it's the ending. The ending is where we take that ribbon, we tie it in a bow, make sure that all the loose ends have been solved. We make sure that it's satisfying for the reader at the end, that they're not left wondering what happened. It's also a good time, if you know what your story is really about, to make sure the reader does too. And that could look like a lesson learned, possibly. What did we learn from this story? That's what you should be asking yourself. Okay. Well, that's what you should have in your story. I'll swing it back to Mr. Ruckdashel that's over there. Hey, thanks, Mr. Ruckdashel at the window. I appreciate it. Good job explaining that. Okay, you should be ready to write now. Find a comfortable place in your house, somewhere that you won't be distracted. You might put headphones on to help you not be distracted. You might put music on those headphones, but also you might not. You might just use them to kind of block out everything around you. When we're writing a story, we have to get inside it, like way inside the story. And it's hard to do that when you're distracted by the world around you. So, right now, when this video finishes, I want you to get up, look around, and decide for yourself. Are you already in that comfortable spot that you're going to write? Or is it possible that you need to move somewhere else? You might even tell everyone else in the house around you that, hey, don't bother me for this next hour. I'm writing, and that's it. That would be a great choice to make. Well, writers, it's been good to see you today. I know that what you put onto paper, digital paper, is going to be the best that you can do right now. And that's all I'm asking for. I don't need you to think to yourself, would Mr. Ruckdashel think this was good? I don't need you to send me any messages asking, is this okay? I need you to write as much as you can for as long as you can to complete a story. And that'll be just enough. Okay. Writers, we'll see you soon. In the meantime, happy writing.